Hey guys, Mr. Neese, I'm going to read to you 17E. 17E says, describe the dynamic relationship between U.S. international trade policies and the U.S. free enterprise system, such as Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, oil embargo, the General Agreement of Tariffs and Trade, GATT, and the North American Free Trade Agreement, known as NAFTA. So, start with OPEC. Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, largely countries in the Middle East. There are some outside the Middle East, but by these countries coming together and organizing, they can control the flow of oil. They'll set a price in a sense that they're controlling the production. They produce less, the price goes up. They produce more, the price goes down. 1973, that kind of hurt us because they did an oil embargo. They stopped shipping us oil, largely due to our involvement in aiding the Israelis in the Middle East. So that relationship is something, now today they're a little more loosely organized, but they're still organized, and there's countries like us that are producing a lot more. So the power that they have is different today, but they still do have quite a bit of influence in oil trade. GATT, General Agreement of Tariffs and Trade. Okay, this was 1948 when this was formed. The hope here was, and you're going to see the World Trade Organization come out of this, was to try to promote free trade across the world and among countries so that we are not hitting each other with tariffs. And the belief is that that'll stimulate business and it'll help us. And really today we're a global economy where things are made, from bits and pieces all over the world. And then you can buy this item that may have a little bit from Germany or just Japan or China or United States, all built into one thing. So that was an effort with GATT, was to try to promote that free trade. NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement. Now, and more recently, we're seeing that being shifted out and replaced, but it's still something that shows up in an SE. That is between Canada, Mexico, and the United States. And that effort was to produce free trade among the three nations. So basically, like I had a truck at one point, it was a Chevy truck, and it had a axle the frame, I think, was made in Mexico. It was assembled in Canada, but it's an American-made truck. And that is possible today because of NAFTA. It's about trying to use the resources across both areas, stimulating growth for all three countries. Now, those who advocate for it, these kind of organizations and free trade are trying to promote and develop underdeveloped nations and give them opportunities, open up new markets for us, and create opportunities for us to do business overseas or in other countries. Also, it's about avoiding tariffs, and tariffs, we go all the way back to Adam Smith and Wealth of Nations. Tariffs aren't a good thing. It stifles growth in economies, and that's the belief. Now, those against it will argue that the downside of this is that it can cost jobs, because if the jobs are cheaper, say in Mexico, to pay somebody to assemble a car, then a car manufacturer may move a plant out of the United States to Mexico to do that because they can do it with cheaper labor. So that's kind of the cons against it, is that you can hurt the economy in the sense of jobs. So hopefully that helps you with 17E.